off me! Is he pushing? Yeah, he is.
Roof.
Yep.
Oh, in front of me. Coming into crack.
Oh my god, get absolutely wrecked. That is right, today we're going to be talking about the best button layout you should be using in Apex Legends, and I just want to say I have experienced various options within your button layout settings, and these two options I'm going to be talking about are two of the best button layout choices you guys can be using. Now if you do enjoy today's video, be sure to scroll down, leave a like to support the video further, and if you're watching this and you're not a subscriber, I recommend you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell turned on so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. The link to my Twitch channel will also be in the description below if you want to tune into my future streams, talk more about Apex Legends and be involved in some positive vibes. But now with all of that out of the way, let's jump straight into our settings. So as you guys can see, there are a lot of presets. We have Bumper Jumper, we have Button Puncher, we've got Evolved, we've got Grenadier, we've got Ninja, and then the last section is Customize. Now you want to go straight over to Customize because this is going to be the best option for you. Now once you're on Customize, the first thing you want to do, and this is for both options, is you want to change your L2 and R2, which is your aiming and firing, to L1 and R1. Now why do you want to do this? Well, this is because your L1 and R1 buttons are click style buttons, meaning they're going to give a faster input when you're pressing them down, whereas the L2 and R2 are triggers, which means you have to press them down a certain way for them to become activated in a sense. And when you're aiming down sights and you want to fire your gun as soon as possible, although we're talking very micro millisecond seconds, then microseconds could be the reason why you win or lose that gunfight, and having them click style buttons as you're aiming in and firing also makes it feel much smoother as well. So I'd recommend changing that and flipping the triggers to the click style triggers instead. Once you've done that, we're ready to move on to the next step. Now I just want to say, before we move over to the next step, if you've been using the default settings all of this time, it's going to take some time to adjust. You might get a bit stressed out whilst you get used to it for a few games, but trust me, after you've gotten used to the changes that you've made, you'll be happy that you did make the switch and you won't be looking back. So the next change that applies to both of these button layout options I will be speaking about is changing your crouch to your R3 analog stick, which will automatically put the melee to your circle option. And the reason why you want to do this is because crouching and sliding is one of the most important movement mechanics in this game. I find it more important than jumping, and if I had to prioritize one thing to do on my right stick, it would definitely be crouching and sliding, because that's what you do most of the time, whether you're sliding around corners, whether you're sliding in a gunfight, or even if you're trying to crouch spam in gunfights to try and avoid enemy bullets and dodge enemy bullets. Crouching and maintaining your aim at the same time is absolutely crucial in this game, and if you can't maintain your aim at the same time as crouching and sliding, you're already going to be at a massive disadvantage compared to other players. This is an absolute must change for every single player that hasn't changed this setting yet. If you take a look at this example here, crouching whilst you're hip firing in this game is very overpowered, and this is just one example why you want to make sure you're changing this option in your button layout so you can maintain your aim at the same time whilst doing this technique, and also other things like crouch to cover much faster if you're being dealt more damage and other sorts of benefits. So make sure you're changing this as well, and after you've changed that, you are now using what I use in Apex Legends, but there is one optional change you guys can do in your settings in your customized section as well, changing your tactical ability with your jump mechanics so you can jump at the same time whilst maintaining your aim. Now I'm going to tell you guys why I don't use this. The first reason is because I personally don't jump shots during gunfights, so I don't see the need to change it and make that long-term adjustment. But if you guys like jump shotting in gunfights, then I would recommend doing this change. This will be the exact same as the evolved option that is already available, but the only difference is that you've changed and you've essentially flipped your triggers to get a faster input. I also like maintaining control of my look controls whilst using my tactical abilities such as Pathfinder's Grapple and Wraith's Phase, so that's why I use the current X button to jump and L2 to use my tactical ability. Now you can go even advanced with these settings. You can change things such as putting square, which is currently your pickup button, to one of the back buttons such as your ping button. That way you can loot around whilst course moving and looking at the exact same time, but I just wanted to cover the basic things and the minor adjustments you guys can do to really help improve your game and help give you that advantage in game. Whatever you choose to do from here onwards is totally up to you. I know most people can't afford to spend over $100 on a SCUF controller, so using these settings will close the distance between a standard PS4 or Xbox controller and a standard SCUF controller, giving you very little difference when you're going against someone that has a SCUF controller and has them back paddles. Of course, when someone's got 4 back paddles, they're going to have more options that they can use and faster input, but now you have instant access to crouching or sliding as soon as possible. All you have to do is press down on that right analog stick and you have the key major parts to help you in various situations. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. As always, if you did learn from this video and you enjoyed, be sure to scroll down, leave a like to support the video further. Be sure you subscribe into the channel if you're currently not subscribed so you don't miss out on any future videos like this one you saw today. If you want to keep up to date with my future live streams, be sure to scroll down, click the link in the description, it will take you straight to my Twitch channel. Be sure to give that a follow so you can keep up to date with the next time I go live. We can discuss more about Apex Legends and it's always a good vibe. So thank you all for watching this Apex Legends video, enjoy the rest of your day, and as always, I'll catch all of you guys out in another brand new Apex Legends video. Bye bye.